Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. Welcome to those that may be returning, and for those that are new here, I'm Neva. I'm your host for the Love Storm Show, and my co-host here is Aaron Jackson. And this platform was designed to for me to bring some encouragement, to motivate you. Some life shared experiences have allowed me to be able to bring some things to the platform where I want to motivate, inspire, encourage you not to give up on love. And with that being said, why? Why is that so? Because I truly believe love is everything, and that should be turned up. And don't stop loving so you don't miss your blessing. Okay. So I don't know if you tuned in last week, but you can go ahead there on my Facebook page under Neva Foxworth and find my past videos. You can go to YouTube channel under the Love Storm Show or even Instagram. And under the Love Storm Show, where you'll find my all past previous videos. If you have any topics you want me to touch bases on, if I have that experience or knowledge, I can express that and share that, or come into my DM, inbox me if you'd like to come on. I'd love to have you on. If you are inspired and want to make comments, you're welcome more so. We just ask that we all keep everything respectful as we all are adulting. All right. So today's topic is what trauma is holding you back from being in a committed relationship. As I sit back and think about that, as I've gotten older and realized that some traumas I've personally had in my past has caught up with me. Sometimes we say nothing's bothering me, I'm fine. Yeah, we could be fine at that moment, but things happen. Probably things that you thought you never face or, have challenges with. And that would definitely uncover some things. But I just want to encourage you, don't stop loving. We have to do things necessary to try to heal ourselves so that we can reach a high plateau. And most certainly, ask for God's guidance, because it's definitely impossible, at least to its highest capacity, without that. So I want to encourage you to keep Him close and first and foremost before you. All right. So what traumas can hold us back? I want to touch back on, in our younger adolescent years. A lot of times, things that we endured when we were younger, things we may have seen, experienced, and our learning journey. Sometimes we make mistakes and we do things that may not be, well viewed upon, liked or desired. But most certainly, the most damaging thing is things that people say to you, sticks to you. Why is it that things that people say to us sticks to us so bad? I'm going to tell you one. The people that we love on the most, those that should love us and protect us, we look for those to guide us. We look for those to lean upon us, to love us. Yet, their traumas that they had not healed from, that someone didn't say, I'm sorry to, that someone didn't embrace them and hold them and hug them, or get them the necessary treatment or guidance that they need to help them understand. We may not have all of the ideas or all of the answers. That's why it's important not to judge anybody. I want us to practice not judging other people, because we don't know what somebody else has gone through. We don't know anybody else's storm. We feel and think we know everything because a person can spill everything to you and you figure that you know everything. Guess what? The one main big point thing that triggered them may have been the very real thing that they kind of have forgotten about, but because they have taken on so much from other people that they can't ever recall. All they know is how it made them feel. Hey, Miss Treese, welcome back. Yes, Miss Treese says, but those people who we live with, they take that relationship granted with us. They definitely do, because what they're doing, they realize the love that you place upon them and give them and show them, it feels good. And they don't want to, they want to make a person feel that they're obligated to them. How did that sound? I know it sounds kind of cliche because it's psychological. They think that the love that you share is actually a weakness. So they tend to dance on that. Okay. And over time, if we don't stand in our authority to address, tell a person, hold on, wait a minute, to correct them, then it's going to continue to be a snowball effect. And we must stand our ground. We don't have to be mean, cruel, and nasty, but take charge is what I want to say. Take charge, because you can't let somebody control you or control your destiny, because that's what's happened. We take a backseat for so long. And true enough, people need that time to heal. I respect those. No problem. All I want to just say is make sure you're not allowing that person to take control of your future. Because some people with their mind frames and sets, they'll think that you're waiting on them. Yes, Miss Patrice, people we love the most take the relationship for granted. And yes, establish those healthy boundaries. Old as I am, I've just started learning to set those a few years ago. And it feels good. It don't mean I love anybody any less. It's I'm learning to love myself the more, because I thought I was loving myself. I thought I was loving myself because I was loving other people. And that's not what that means. You loving yourself is actually setting those boundaries so that you can gain their respect from others. And it's very important to set those boundaries, and it could be set in a respectful manner. It doesn't have to be hardcore or, where it comes off real stink. People get sensitive. In the time we live in right now, people are so sensitive that they don't know how to take things. And I'm one that I've come a long way from being such hardcore on emotions. But every now and then I got to make sure I'm human. So I have to, reclarify some things. People who like structure don't like boundaries. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Patrice. Yes, Miss Treese. One thing I want to touch on as well, too, sometimes we have seen people or couples that we admire, and you start seeing some things that happens, and that person may be, being harmed, maybe not just physical, because the worst, a physical wound, that'll heal. You'll see a scar that's going to remind you where you've been. But when it touches your mind and your heart, people do things. And it makes you don't want to, if that's how people's going to be, I don't want to be in a relationship. We have to know and understand that love does not hurt. It's the people that have not healed or begin to even learn how to love. They have not healed from past traumas, pains, whether it be mental, emotionally, or physical, because it all ties in. And it creates in you someone who you never thought you could be. When you start feeling like someone, the things that they do or say start taking control of you, without a shadow of a doubt, move away. Because what's going to happen, you're bound to do something that you'll regret. All because you allowed everything that you embraced that was not healthy. You held it and you held it in. And it'll cause you to react. And we can't take things back once we do it. We can't take things back when we say it. Some things we say we can apologize for, but the fact that you cut that person and made them bleed, no matter what type of stitching you do, in your mind, the back of your mind, you can move forward, progress, and all that, but it's still going to be one of them side eyes, how we look like, yeah, I still got to watch you. Who wants to live like that? No one wants to live having to watch their back all the time. Be true to yourself first in order to be true to somebody else. Again, love does not hurt. Challenged experiences that we have not faced or dealt with can be a challenge when it makes us feel some type of way. When we don't understand, that's a learning curve. It's go through it in order to receive it, to get that foundation so that you can grow with that. Yes, love isn't rude. It is not. You know, um, our traumas can have us speaking 50 miles per hour. And I think sometimes we do that. And I can speak from my experience because I've held in so many words for so long growing up and watching things. And now it's like I'm shooting out words and I'm talking and I'm explaining and I'm trying to say things to try to get some understanding. And the minute it doesn't balance with my ears, then I'll be like, But does that mean it's wrong what they're saying? No. Just I hadn't even gave it a thought. So we want to be able to embrace what love truly is. We have a lot of materials in the world. We even have our Bibles. But again, to read and look at, but to actually be in, it's a whole different arena. So you have to be able to be whole and ready to receive and ready to learn. And if you feel some type of way where you just feel like you're not in agreement with something, it's okay. Take a minute to step back so that you can reevaluate, sleep on it, examine it, research, pray about it. Miss Tree says, if you have to act out of care to love or be loved, it's not love. It's really not, because you're not being yourself. Even a person that is imposing all that craziness upon someone, that's not even who they are. What's happened, as we're children, we engage with a lot of different personalities and a lot of different people. We tend to pick up a little bit of some of everybody we come engaged with. Even still continue as adults, we engage with work co-workers and anybody you come in contact with. You pick up a little something all the time. Because you hang with somebody that's always just be like, hey, girl. Next thing you know, you find yourself saying, hey, girl. And that's not normally something you do. But it's so easy to critique someone. And so we want to critique people. We want it to be something positive. Were you torn down by the people you trusted and adored the most? Take a minute and just think about that. Examine that. Some people are so quick because they have not yet experienced that. They think that what you have done was totally wrong. When, again, you've only learned to survive. You've only learned based on either what you feel is proper versus what the pain you endured from someone else. So, again, were you torn down by the people you trusted and adored the most? Sometimes it's hard to forgive, but it's important. And part of that forgiving, because I know a lot of people, even myself a few years ago, I was like, well, I forgave. And I realized I was standing on the patio, the sun was glistening on me, and all I heard was, did you forgive yourself? Yeah, I want to touch back on that, because that's where it's important at. We have to forgive ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves for allowing it. That's the greatest part of your healing, to move on, folks. Yes, I made a choice. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I seen some things I could have addressed. Maybe I did, but not deep enough. My discernment, I ignored it. You progress with hopes that it gets well, that it's going to go fine. And it didn't. It seemed like it got worse over time. You have every right to dissolve the situation and allow yourself to heal so that you can get all of that washed off of you as best as possible so that you can move ahead. We all were designed and created to have companionship. Do not let something somebody else do or say keep you from growing. It's important that you learn to love yourself so that you can be the best you can to others. And if we all do that individually, when we come together, when we meet people, we all should know that I'm going to give this person, I'm going to love this person, I'm going to respect this person. And we all adults, we shouldn't have to remind nobody or tell somebody what it is I need, or you shouldn't talk to me that way, or you should treat me this way. Everybody knows the most important thing to a good life is treat people the way you want to be treated. Now, you do have some people that goes around and just cruel and evil, but guess what? They have so much damage. They seem like they came to a point of irreconcilableness for themselves, like they're just not repairable. But they are. They are. Um, they just have to take the time to really listen to be able to receive the message that they can get. They have to be mentally ready to receive first, to face what their problem was. And a lot of people, even myself, at some time when people say, oh, you got a problem, or you this and you that, I'm like, no, it's not me, it's them. And then as I got to know it, I'm like, oh yeah, it was because of the way I perceive things, or it's because I held on to things and I didn't express it or share. Once again, we have to do that. Manipulation. How about that, people? Manipulation, narcissistic, hatred, envy, jealousy. How about the jealousy of the companionship? You can be in a relationship, and I'm speaking from this experience. You can be in a relationship with someone, and they supposed to, when you're in a relationship, they're supposed to be your cheerleader, support. Well, you have people, males, be jealous of their wives or girlfriends. That right there tells me that they were either not loved well by their mother, because that's your first love. Just like for the female, it's the first love is the father. These people will be in competition with you. How about sleeping with the enemy? How about sleeping with the enemy? Someone that's supposed to cheer you on, be happy for you as you progress and try to start your businesses, yet they be negative. Been there. And that enemy is the devil. I'll say that because when a person can conjure up some things and smile in your face and want to parade you around and glorify you and do this, but yet they have ulterior motive to bring harm upon you with a smile on their face, that's evil. So yes, we want to be careful. We want to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You have every right to ask a question. If something's not right, ask that question. If they get bothered by it, re-examine that situation. Because we all been through something. And it kills me that some people be like, what's wrong with that person? What's wrong with that? Baby, let me tell you something. Anybody in this world that's been hurt by something is going to continue every day for the rest of their life to heal from something. Why? Because we live in an imperfect world and people all around us. It's continuous chaos. Even being delivered and healed through prayer stuff. Yes, you could have your moment, but guess what? As long as we continue to come around people and go around people that are negative and not bring positive energy, enlightening things, we will be faced with some things. And we have to be ready to not express off in a heated moment. But we do get tired, don't get me wrong, because I've been going through stuff with children's school and it just bothers me so bad that it's so frustrating. How can people that are adults, and here we go, because right now what I've seen in this past 10 years, I think the adults in the school system act like they're the children. They respond as if they're the children. They respond as if the children hurt them so bad, forgotten that they were once children. Give these people an opportunity. They are part. See how love connects through all types of relationship. You can't tell me you're working with a school full of children and you love these children. Yet the way you respond to them because of their behavior, they're young people, they're still learning. We have to take them by the hand, look them in the eyes. What's wrong? Then you have some that want to protect a certain group of people, and the ones that are defending themselves from that certain group of people, they're the ones that's getting in trouble. Let me get back to my grown folks though. Um, People say some things that's hurtful, that would cut you. Again, like I said, would cut you to the core. And we look for these people to apologize and to come back and help you understand why did they go to that longevity. Don't stress. Some people just not designed to come back and to make peace and apologize. They don't want to see you healed because they still hurting. Not hurting from what they did to you, hurting from what something ain't got nothing to do with you. So the best thing you can do is push on, press forward. Manipulation. Manipulation. We all know that means to try to control somebody. They do it just so deceiving, and it becomes so insidious, all to their own advantage. We know that that's the devil makeup, because isn't that what the devil do? He's very sly, sleep, very deceiving. Manipulation is it's a horrible thing to do to somebody, to create some scenarios and create issues, to cause harm just to see somebody go crazy. Example, this happened to me before. I know I had put my charger somewhere. I knew where I left it because I had just saw it. All of a sudden it disappears. I'm like, where's my charger? Where's my charger? I don't know. But I know my so-and-so, they had a charger, and they, y'all better hold on, wait a minute. I'm a grown person. I don't go messing with other people's stuff. Like, where is it? And I goes and looking around and looking around and looking around. Next thing you know, wait a minute, it's not there. 10 minutes later, I go decide to retrack every step I went. All of a sudden, this charger's miraculously there, and this person's sitting back just watching. Just watching. Who does stuff like that but a person that has mental issues? How is it that you can see someone wreck themselves, yet you're sitting back laughing? Because that's how much control people want to have. It's sad. And I was like, wow, this can't be happening. You know, to see it before my eyes, it tripped me out, because I'm like, you know, I feel the play in my past, but to actually see it at that moment is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's different if your little kids hide things from each other. That is kind of if it's a game that's called like a hide and seek or something, that's different. But if you just doing it out of just vengeance, manipulation, control, because you want to see somebody lose their mind, that's sad. Narcissism is extremely self-centered. Everything has to be based solely on them. And the exaggeration senses of a self-importance marked by excessive admiration. They need center of attention. They will do anything to grab that attention. And they're infatuated with themselves because nobody else matters but them. Nobody else matters but them. So, how important is it to seek help for yourself? It's very important. But some people are okay with how they are. But for those that have lost, well, shall I not say lost, but those that have chosen to be, I congratulate you. I encourage you. If it's working for you, great, wonderful. But as I've shared with someone before, and I had them come up, they had come on the show. I said, they would say, the dating, I don't want to do the dating thing. I said, well, don't even think about it as dating. Think about it as a carnival amusement. It's different rides that you get on the ride, you don't like it, try another one. I mean, yeah, we don't want to open up so much because we're afraid of getting hurt. But you have to experience and be able to know, hey, okay, that wasn't my flavor, and keep moving. To some people, it might look like you're thirsty, but guess what? That's their jealousy. Sometimes we push on. I'm gonna use myself for an example. I've endured so much that people looks at me like there's no way she could be kind. Who said that I won't come off for this high horse that you're putting me on to come check you or say something to you? Better yet, I don't even want to waste my energy. I'm just gonna cut you off. Is that proper? Some people say, well, Neva, sometimes you have to let people know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. If I watch you, come on now, we watch and see how people operate and work. If I see that you do it to somebody else, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it to me. I don't like to address situations. I don't like to go back and forth with somebody and be like, why did you do this? Because guess what? I feel like I'm conditioning you now. So that means I'm helping you figure out something else better, another way to play me. That's not how it rolls in the world. We can't do that. People have to be responsible for the repercussions that they receive from the things that they do. They do things and you back up for a while, and then they feel like, oh, it's been long enough now. You're still mad. What you mad for? You just be in your feelings. No, this is some serious stuff, because when you toying with people's emotions and feelings, everybody's not don't have the same makeup to be able to just leave it alone, brush it off. Some suicide is such on a high rate that I just don't tamper with. I don't like to. I'm not one to try to crush other people, break them down. I just want to be. I'd rather be the light of them, because I don't know what they're enduring. Something they probably just recently went through could have just been a straw, but they say I'm gonna have hope. I'm gonna have faith that I'm gonna keep moving. Why would I want to tear somebody down and cause them hurt or pain? You know what I mean? And that would be on my conscience that it's something I did or said. I'd rather come make peace with you. If you bring it to my attention that I've hurt you, harmed you, or did something, you bring it to my attention, I'm definitely gonna let you know where my thoughts was at when I did it. I might have been in my feelings about something that probably don't have nothing to do with you. If I did, my apologies. That's how we make peace and keep moving. That's how we heal. That's how we heal the world. If everybody continues to walk around and be like, I ain't doing nothing, they just got issues. They just shiver. I don't know. I said what I said. That's just who I am. Guess what? If that's just who you are, you're not able to adjust yourself, because everybody's not alike. So you're going to have to tweak and adjust yourself every now and then when you come into a different type of people. Because again, everybody don't come from the same background. So I'm not going to stay on here long, but I wanted to definitely come out here and say, that such things can carry over into your relationship as you get older. You make committed relationships. It make it hard for you to be your authentic self. Okay. So, you have to, you don't want to have to keep masking up and fighting. Okay. Because it's causing you to be less vulnerable. And that alone is one of the greatest challenges, is that you can't be your authentic self. How important is it for you to seek help? I guarantee you, getting some help in some type of way, whether it's your spiritual, just self, professional, get that you need so that you can be set free. Can you be 100% set free? No, but you'll be able to move through life. And those that you come in contact with, they know some of your story. Some people are not open to share everything, no problem. But guess what? They need to know to some degree that you have faced some things, and your reassurance is necessary and important during your journey as you continue to heal through life. Some people say, oh, but I'm with you. I got to reassure you. You most certainly should. Because what, you're not human? Some people say validation. Everything's not about a validation. Validation does have its criteria of a tier umbrella, but reassurance is powerful. Reassurance is powerful. It's so divine to embrace a journey with another. All we have to do is remember everyone's journey previously that you had contact with will not be the same as yours. So as long as they're being fair, patient, and have love and kindness, there's flexibility in all. Okay. And be sure to spend that quality time with each other, because we as human, we need to feel needed, we need to feel reserved at the same time. Don't forget, you have to have your own journey of fulfillment. This would definitely entail a lot of time management, because I think sometimes we get into relationships. Want something to say, co-host? We get in relationships and sometimes we forget. We have to continue to grow. We have to continue to date. We have to continue to come up with it. We have to continue to be creative to keep things moving and going. Some people sometimes figure, hey, I'm here. That's it. I've done all I need. I got scratched off all my goals on my goal list. No, now you got to do what you have to do to keep it inspired and rolling. Co-host, you have anything you want to say? Well, people, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I did not think I had that much in me to say, and I think I ran my co-host off. But listen, I want to leave you with something. Thank you, cousin Kari. Thank you. I know you out. I saw you was out. You having yourself a good time. Love you. Thank you so much. So focus on your rising. I came across this and I thought it was really nice. It's not shameful if you hit rock bottom in your life. Nobody can judge you for the amount of challenges that came your way, because it wasn't your decision. See, this is clearly what I'm saying. It didn't mean you're weak. Like everyone else, your strength depletes and it has limits. So focus on your rise, and whatever people have to say, you don't have to absorb it. You would get through one day. You would be proud of the way you overcome the fight. I love it. Because, I'm like, that's so simplified for me, especially from my experience in my life. Is try not to absorb everything. But when you have a big heart, you just want to love on everybody, because I know the world is wicked. People are cruel and mean. And everybody just wants to be embraced and held and reassured. You're smart. Find the right people to get around. Network. You don't have to know people to network. Go to a coffee shop, have a coffee, sit down with a paper, take walks. I'm telling you, the world is huge. So don't let one person, two people, I don't care how many it is, because guess what? It sure is a number of people on this earth that you can engage with, that you can grow with, and that you can love on, and that can love on you. A couple of more tips. So don't tell your family everything, because it'll backfire. Don't tell your closest friends everything either, because it'll backfire. Never tell anyone about how much you have in your bank account, because that's between you and your bank. Work hard in silence. Don't chase others to some degree, especially when you're courting. You want to keep that person engaged, because guess what? This is who you know you're with. This is who you know you want to be with. And it should be coming both ways. It should be a balance, equal balance there. But chase y'all goals together. Okay. Not everyone has a heart as you. So you are your own master of your heart. So you have to be able to tweak that and know when to find the balance. If you feel that something's not right, question. Okay. There's nobody else. There's nobody like you. Hi, Miss Nanette. Yes, had to learn the hard way. Let me tell you. I think that some people look at me and think that let me tell you, my journeys has been crazy too. But I ain't giving up, because I'm like this. I'm not perfect, but I know I bring a lot of love and sincerity with it. And other people don't always get to know who you are as an individual, because were they really open in the begin with to be able to receive and get to know you? And I think that if everybody do that and be sincere as adults, the adults that we are, or some are in adult bodies, that everything will come out in a balance. Will it be 100% perfect? No, but it's going to be the best because you're going to have some days that you need to sit back, chill, let me breathe a little bit. I need a little long time. I need a little girl time. I need a little male bonding. The males need a little male bonding and etc. But it was a pleasure for me to share today. I feel really good about this, and I hope that you guys share this. You can also catch some of my audio on Spotify. It's under the Love Storm Show. Go to my YouTube channel, the Love Storm Show, like, subscribe. There's about 40, 50 videos there that you can view. If you got questions, you want to come on, I don't care. I'm a very open person. Like I said, as long as we all being respectful. My platform is when I say PG-13 to some degree. I don't want to be all explicit, but open, that we all can talk like challenging adults, mature adults. Or you can go ahead and follow me there on Facebook under Neva Foxworth, the Love Storm Show. So with that being said, I want to give a huge thank you to everybody that participated, viewed, shared. And again, please hit my DM if you have a topic you'd like me to examine on. Sometimes some people don't like to share their stories. Fine. If you know somebody else that got a story, just say, hey, I know this person that has this going on. What you think about that? We don't even have to get into no big conversation about it, but I definitely want to expand on it so I can see if there's a way that I can give some encouraging words. I'm real big on encouraging other people, while at the same time I'm still healing myself to some degree from some things. But hey, this is how we learn. You know, some people say, hey, how you gonna talk and how you gonna tell some stories if you not, and you still got, hey, this is how we learn. So we don't judge anybody. Have an open mind. Don't criticize. With that being said, slow speed is better than no speed. So y'all come back again and see me, DM me. So love is everything. Turn it up and don't stop loving so you don't miss your blessing. Thank you for coming. Bye.